Welcome to another edition of the 90-Day Sales Breakthrough Broker Podcast. My name is Dr. Bruce Lund. I'm the founder, director of 90-Day Sales Manager and the host of this podcast. And every single week, I like to come into your life with some type of content that I believe will be relevant to you as a real estate agent tied to your sales, your service, your marketing, and all of this is a mindset. We have a special edition of a year-end workshop on business planning, how to really go out there and make your business planning simple on paper. I specialize in taking complicated things and trying to make them simpler. So I have a 3-step process for you when it comes to your 2023 business plan. For this week's podcast, let's focus on from idea to execution, and we're really going to break down what is goal setting, and there's 3 parts to all of this. I try to take complicated things and make them simpler, right? That really is one of my free prizes, my intangibles that I try to give to other people. So when you're talking about your key performance indicators, and we're talking about going out there and being more successful in 2023, what I have really learned is I like to do things in 3s. So when it comes to goal setting, it's the same way. The first part of this is you have to set the goal in the first place, right? So there's all different types of goals that you could set. For me, I'm a business coach, I'm a sales coach, so I want that to be quantitative. What are the production numbers that you want to hit to go out there and be successful, or to consider next year a success? And then break that all the way down into quarterly. So I like to run my business in 90-day cycles, right? So let's just say I want to make $100,000 in 2023. Like, that's just a random number that I'm picking to make it easy. Well, right, you break that down into quarters. Well, that's $25,000 per quarter. And then you can break that down into weekly, all the way down into daily. So what does that look like for you and your business? But I do believe the first part of any goal setting is you have to set the goal. What does that goal look like? And it needs to be a quantitative number. Quantitative simply means it's a number. That's a measurable, tangible thing. You're either ahead or you're behind, right? Everybody competes harder when there's a scoreboard. So you have to set the scoreboard for that number, right? So I just think about like professional sports, right? On average, an NBA team, if they score 110 points, they're 95% more likely to win a game, right? In the NFL, over 60% of games are decided by 1 score or less. And so the team that has, less penalties or less turnovers typically wins. So those are tangible goals, right? So it's the same thing for you and your business. What are those tangible numbers that you want to set to go out there and reach the goal? But it has to be a quantitative, and then it has to be a dominant focus. A dominant focus means like every single day you're waking up and you're thinking about that number, right? It's somewhere on a scoreboard. It's on your vision board. It's inside of your dashboard, inside of our 90-Day Sales Manager software that holds you accountable, all right? Second part then is you then just create the plan. That's the number that I want to go hit. All right, what can I go do to reach that number? I need to make 5 outbound phone calls per day. I need to have 3 new leads that come in per week. I need to get 1 referral per week from my current business partners, whatever that looks like. But that's the qualitative side of it, which is the behavioral side, which is what is your daily or weekly plan, or what is your daily or weekly execution of that plan. So for me and my business, for instance, I'll follow a 4-hour workday. You probably have heard me talk about that before. And the biggest part of the 4-hour workday tied to your sales growth are your sales and your marketing activities. So I do 90 minutes of proactive prospecting every single day. I follow a proactive prospecting selling system. So I have 10 categories of people that I'm consistently talking to, that I'm moving people through, that I'm inviting them to and inviting them through. All right. And then the marketing side of this. The marketing side would be 30 minutes a day. I spend on marketing activities. Those could be handwritten notes. Those could be things that I do on social media. Those could be newsletters that I send out. It could be the content that I create, right? It could be the networking events I'm attending. So there's all different types of things that you could be doing for your networking. But the main point here being is you have to set the benchmarks for yourself. So once you set the goal, then from there you set the plan, or the benchmarks, I should say, of what you're actually going to go out there and do. So that's the qualitative. What is the highest use of my time right now to go out there and generate more business? What are all the low value activities, the energy suckers, the time wasting things that are really distracting me from taking me and go playing at the next level in my business? And if you can learn how to spend 80% of your time in the high value activities and 20% of the time in the low value activities, then you are guaranteed to skyrocket within your business, okay? Unfortunately, what I have found from the majority of people is they spend 80% of their time in low value activities and 20% of their time in high value activities. We want to help you kind of flip that 80-20 rule for your business. So qualitatively, what are the things that you need to individually be doing? What are your daily non-negotiables for you and your business? Create that plan and now go out there and execute on that plan. And the third part then is just doing the work, right? At the end of the day, our emotions, we have to tell our emotions to F off a lot. Like our emotions, if we only did things when we felt like doing it, we're going to be in trouble. So this is where I just tell people at the end of the day, we all need accountability. Right? The best gift that you can give yourself this holiday season is the gift of accountability. We all need some level of accountability. I have an accountability coach in my life. Once a week, we get on a call for 20 or 30 minutes and I go through the plan. And I share with them, these are the things that I want to be doing. These are the things I am doing. These are the things that I did this past week. And we get together and they hold me accountable to me reaching my goals a whole lot quicker. And the science behind this is simply this. 10% of people who have a goal will achieve it. 25% of people who have a goal and decide, hey, that's a good goal, will achieve it. 40 to 50% of people who say, this is how I'm going to go out there and achieve this goal, which is creating that plan, will achieve it. It gets up to 65% when you share that goal or that plan with other people and you commit to it to other people. This is the goal that I want to go do. This is how I'm going to go do it. And you tell other people about it. Guys, it gets all the way up to 95% when you share that goal with other people and then you meet on that goal with an accountability partner on a consistent basis. To me, a consistent basis is twice a week. Every single Monday, you have your plan in place for what you want to go out there and achieve. And then every single Friday, you should meet with your accountability partner. Okay? So just to let you all know, we have a software that does both of that. We have a software on Monday that you have to plan for the week and you hit that benchmark, and then we hold you accountable to the selling system Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We give you suggested activities tied to our selling system. And then on Friday, we basically say, hey, you haven't done this, this, and this, and you should do this, this, and this. I am super excited about this software. So $99 a month, we have an accountability software. That is what 90 Day Sales Manager now is. It's an accountability software where you hold yourself accountable to a selling system. It does serve as a CRM, so if you don't have one, then it has all those functions. If you already have your own CRM, then we can integrate that together and they can talk to each other, they can work together. Well, the people who use our accountability software are 95% more likely to go out there and achieve their goals because we hold them accountable to that process. Remember, accountability is not a bad thing. We all need it. We all know we need it. Everybody competes harder when there's a scoreboard. So this is just a basic podcast I want to do today, right? These three components. Number one, set the goal. That's a quantitative number. Number two, qualitatively, how are you going to create the plan to go out there and achieve that goal? And then number three, how are you going to remain consistent and disciplined to actually implementing and executing on that plan? Everybody needs a coach in life. I hope that I've earned the opportunity to be yours in 2023.